everybody. We're coming to you live from the Utah GAPE Summit. I'm here with Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, and we are going to show you how to do a Google Hangouts on air. So now this is live. This is recorded. Did you have questions? And, for the people in the audience, this is where we're muted. This is where you're watching. There's going to be about a 15-second to 20-second lag, depending on the Wi-Fi. But this is recording right now. How much time do I have to show you all the cool things that you can do? Oh, yeah, perfect. So, let's start talking. Now, I've got the power because I am the host of this Hangout on here. You beautiful people are important, but I'm the one running the show here. So let's look. What I share. Yeah, bud. I wonder how, right now it says we have no viewers, so I don't know how popular they're. I'm feeling okay, good. Fabulous. Okay, so I just want you to start seeing some of the features. This is really important for you to feel comfortable doing. I was just doing this before you do a Hangout on here. If you look at the top up here, I have the ability to invite more celebrities. Do you see that beautiful little plus sign on the top? I have the ability, let's say I want to mute my microphone because my popcorn is ready or something, I don't know. I can mute my microphone or I can turn off my camera, so it just gives me like a little privacy while I blow my nose. All that stuff, turn it back on. And here, this is kind of like the important stuff over here. Do you see how it's like bouncing back and forth between the three of us? And it kind of makes you nauseous. So I'm just going to keep this on me. No, I'm going to say. I'll put it on Jared because his face looks so lovely right now. Okay, so let's take a peek over here. All you have to do to click to keep it on that way. And notice, do you see how there's that little like carrot pointing down? I have the ability to present to everyone. So if I want everyone to look at Jared, I have, where'd they go? I have the ability to do that. I can eject him if he's being rude. Bye. And I can hide him from a broadcast. So if I want him in there, but I don't want him to be seen, I think that's really cool. But you don't have that ability. You don't have that ability. Well, maybe. Let's keep going. All I did was when you zoom in and look at their faces.
I can ignore you.
Yeah, you could. Which is how most people treat me. No, I'm kidding. So I just clicked on that little down arrow. Let's keep going. Over here, these are the important little tools. So the first one I want you to see is the chat tool. So when I click on that blue little chat, and this is one thing that always kind of confused me, but these things over here, I want you to think of them as light switches as well, because you can't have them all open at the same time or else your screen is going to get too cluttered. So when I click it once, it goes away. If I bring it back by clicking it once again, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got a little notification. Clint says, live from Utah. But, Clint, nobody else can see this besides the three of us. Because no, but this is a good thing. This is our private chat between the three of us because we're making a live show. So I could be like, don't forget to mention this. You know what I mean? So this is just for the celebrities, and then we can keep talking there. Let's hold tight, though. Now I'm going to bump down to see this little blue button, the other one, the Q&A. Where have we seen that one before? Where have we seen that little Q&A before? It is. This is where I can see you guys asking questions. That would be through like the event page. So I can answer those questions. And if Larry is like, oh, I really wanted them to talk about X, Y, or Z, this is where I would see it. And I could be like, I see from the audience that, you know, it makes me look like I'm a big shot. All right, other things that are really cool. Let me turn off that. Well, not turn it off, but just hide it. This green guy right here, that would give me the ability to screen share. So if I'm talking about a unit my students did, I could pull up something from my unit. It's that green button that says screen share. Remember, Google is smart. Every time you scroll over something, it tells you exactly what it is. I'm not a magician. So I can do and decide what I want to there. Then, again, here's that Showcase app. We saw that before. This would be where I put YouTube videos. It will link to my YouTube channel. It's like just a fancy extra.
And do they see that? Does the audience see that sidebar when you...
Yeah, well, if they're looking at it through the event page, but you guys mostly, I shared out the YouTube channel. So it's gonna look a little differently for you.
And it won't have Q&A and stuff.
It won't. But if you go to the event page, if I shared out, the reason I don't do the event page for everything is just because some people get overwhelmed, and it's like too much information for them. It doesn't say I've never done it. I just usually stick to the YouTube because I don't want parents to freak out, you know. The last thing, not the last thing, but do you see this cameraman? Now, Jared, Clint, do you guys see that? It should be like a little thing. You don't.
Yeah, we don't have it.
You don't because you're not the boss. Okay. I just don't want you to forget. I'm just gonna keep repeating it. Okay. So I have this. This is just gives me as a host a little bit more control over who can join and all that good stuff. Not the big. I very rarely touch that one, but the one I love is the control room. Control room. Again, if you forget, I can mute people, eject them from here, and this one's the best. We'll do that one last. I want to show you guys the toolbox. No, not effects. I want the toolbox. Because look at now I have a hat on my head. That's Google Effects. Those are really fun to do. I'll do that in a minute. So right here, this toolbox, the most important thing the toolbox has is something called lower third. And lower third sounds like it's really fancy, but it just means you can put your name under your face. I'm going to show you how to do that. So if I go over here to the person's head thing, you see where it says lower third? I can enter a tagline like tech blah, 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 whatever I am. And then it gives me the option to turn it on. So I have a lower third now. It shouldn't be flipped for you. For me, it's because it's mirroring. But think about how you could use that if your kids were doing like their morning news. You could have like, you know, so-and-so middle school news anchors and at the bottom of their name. So that's just like a cute thing to have for them. And that's my favorite thing about the toolbox.
So can you set up the toolbox before you start your live?
Yeah, you can. And you know what I think this does too is let's say you are doing a really sharp hangout on air because you know it's going to be recorded and you want like the author that you're interviewing to have their name, you can show that person how to put their lower third on. That way as people watch it, it's like perfect and good to go. Again, the Google Effects thing is just like the silly stuff. I can turn this on and off, but I can give myself a tiara and I can give myself scuba wear. And it's just a way to be like silly. I don't want facial hair though, so or glasses for that matter. They have these other things too that are experimental that they started a little while ago. Like I can give myself this like really crazy background, but I'm wearing green, so it doesn't matter. Again, but that's just fun. So the minute that I am done with my broadcast, all I have to do is say thank you so much for watching, peace, and hit this stop.